Welcome to today's Light Center Professional Development video, where we will explore a vital part of teaching: how to create engagement-boosting extension tasks. Why is this important? Number 1, live sessions will change to 3 hours in the near future. And number 2, extension tasks foster deeper thinking experiences. Your students get to dive deeper beyond the core curriculum. It's an opportunity to explore, apply, and think critically. Also, thinking about how new tasks will fit in with your current design and how you can stretch those activities to 3 hours will be a new goal to reach. So how do we gain students' attention, plus produce creative teaching extension tasks? First, consider breaking your longer session into smaller segments. Doing so reduces cognitive load and ensures a more manageable learning moment. One way to embrace this concept is by dividing your longer sessions into 30-minute intervals. Vary the learning activity for each interval. Another strategy is to create relatable content for students. Real-world applications spark curiosity. So now, how do you decide what tasks will be beneficial? Start by analyzing your existing lesson plans. Where could students explore further? Look for moments when your students could be challenged. Then, identify what learning outcomes and objectives you would like to target. Consider your current curriculum and align your extension tasks. Another aspect to consider is, how deep do you want to dive? Use Bloom's taxonomy framework to determine cognitive demand. In other words, adjust the task to different learning levels students need. Also ask yourself, who might benefit from particular extension tasks? Keep learning styles in mind as you create learning opportunities. Variety is key. It's also crucial to speak to all cultures and ethnicities when creating lesson plans. And remember, no matter what extension task you create, clear guidelines and timely feedback are critical to achieving a well-rounded, full-circle learning experience. Now that we've laid the groundwork for successful extension tasks, what are some innovative examples? As we mentioned earlier, students thrive when they can apply what they are learning to the real world. Let's say you're teaching Eco 100, which is Principles of Microeconomics. Ask your students to design a budget for a 7-day teamwork summit out of town. Or calculate the cost of remodeling a 250 square foot business office. This extension task allows students to focus on practical, hands-on situations. Allow your students to get creative with online presentation tools in place of the standard Microsoft Word document. If you are teaching EDU 371, which is Strategies for Online Learning, try assigning students the task of creating an infographic, PowerPoint, or video instead of writing a paper. This allows students to think outside of the box, explore different mediums, and share their understanding in an innovative way. Nothing sparks one's interest more than a healthy debate. This extension works well for law students participating in mock trial. Allow your students to express their opinions and arguments. Assign half one side of an argument and the other half the other side. Watch your students passionately articulate their thoughts. Assigning group work can result in heavy sighs, but your students will one day work, if not already, with professional colleagues and need effective communication, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. If you are teaching coding, ask groups of students to work together to build a website using HTML code. Encourage them to assign one another roles to complete the task. It's always fun to get away, so take advantage of the latest virtual technology and allow your students to virtually visit interesting environments. If you're teaching EDU 320, which is home, school, and community collaboration, take a virtual Google tour of the community and have your students find every business that might help bring the community together for youth development and community relationships. If you're teaching EDU 325, which is the art of effective teaching, ask your students to recall an example of a time they experienced either a positive classroom experience with a teacher or a negative one. Have them tell the story with a poem or comic strip. Another great idea is to present design challenges to your students and let them come up with hands-on solutions. Let's say you're teaching ENT 300, which is Essentials of Entrepreneurship. You present them the challenge of finding customers for their new business. Ask students to design their very own online professional portfolios, allowing their offered services to shine. This one taps into diverse audiences. Who might your students benefit from learning their expertise? Perhaps they need writing advice. Invite the Writing Center to visit your classroom so your students can ask writing-related questions and learn from different experts. Who doesn't love fun games? Introducing your students to quizzes, educational games, or interactive online activities in an engaging and entertaining way can remind students that content can come alive in unexpected ways. Finally, conducting autonomous research can lead to a collection of genius conclusions. Allow your students to pick a topic they are passionate about and collect their findings. Guide them in formulating research questions and coming up with logical thesis statements. Encourage them to share their findings with the class. And there you have it. We've explored why engaging extension tasks are important, how to determine what tasks to create, and how to create engaging learning experiences that align with current curriculum. The Light Center encourages you to start designing your own engaging extension tasks to foster a challenging and innovative educational experience for your unique students. Thank you for watching, and please visit the Light Center for all of your professional development needs.